I spent a lot of hours working on a movie, and now it's time to go to the off-grid cabin. I'm gonna pick up Hudson too, spend some more time with him, and just have a little peaceful escape. Haven't really been able to go there this winter because there's been no snow. We haven't been able to ride the snowmobiles there. I'm not gonna be able to fix this until we get some material. There's just no way around it. It's mud, no way around it. It's gonna be a busy spring. What are you two doing? This where you hang out? So I stopped at the little red house where I grew up, caught up with my parents, and my mom showed me some of the things she's been making for her Etsy store. And she also made me a new hat by surprise.
That one came out, that one is acceptable to me. It looks good on you.
Yeah.
It looks good.
You know where we're going.
Hop in.
Good boy. That's a good hoida.
Mr. Hoity-toity, mister.
Allie had already stayed at the cabin the night before, and she was waiting for Huddy and I. You know where you are. You know where we are, Hoida. Man, this is so pretty. Look at the smoke. I bet it's so warm in there. Wow. There's nothing like a still day when the smoke moves so slow and you can smell it in the air. Ah, this is so cool. We gotta wipe your sheets. Come on, Artie.
Sunflowers, hops, and wheat.
Oh yeah.
He's going for it. He knows. Aww.
Pretty
Good
nice.
job with it.
Exactly. Allie and I were on different schedules, so she was only spending one more night, and Hudson and I were spending two. And I was looking forward to detaching from the computer screen, cleaning things up a bit, and working on my new creative endeavors. Before maple?
No, it's not.
I thought it was before maple.
No, it's when the maples finish. Birch. But like maple season's been going on, and it's really just when the days are above freezing and the nights. What?
You want to go for a walk?
Yeah.
and I kept my shoulders stretched and loose from dead hangs. One of my favorite things to do throughout the day. The journey with sourdough continues. Never done muffins. Gonna try sourdough blueberry muffins. Got the active starter, nice and bubbly. Gonna make the dough, do an overnight ferment, and I think we can bake them in the morning. Try a cast iron and an aluminum baking sheet. And before dark, I ran around the property, seeing what the textures of early March were like.
Of water. Any meal where you can put together just like a ton of vegetables. So good.
Such a beautiful night. I love being here in the rain. So it's been 3 years since Hudson stayed overnight here, and I think that was the only time he ever stayed here. For those of you that don't know, Hudson's my parents' dog.
Every time you say his name, he looks up at you.
Yeah, we all just ate dinner. I gave Hudson a nice bowl of Sunday's dog food. I told you about them a couple videos back when we went up to Maine. They're the sponsor of this video, and they make fresh dog food from a short list of human-grade ingredients. This is really high-quality stuff. It basically looks like beef jerky. The company was co-founded by a practicing veterinarian. Sunday's contains 90% meat, 10% vegetables, and 0% synthetic nutrients. It's just pure, simple, good stuff. Dog parents report noticeable benefits in their pups, including softer fur, fresher breath, better poops, and more energy. Hudson absolutely gobbled his Sundays. He wanted more. We gave him a little extra. What separates Sundays from other fresh dog food is that it doesn't require refrigeration or preparation. It's air dried, so you can just pour and serve. Whether you're at home or on a little trip like this, it's just super convenient. And every order of Sunday ships right to your door, so you'll never have to worry about running out of dog food again. We owe it to our pets to give them the best quality food we can find. So you can get 50% 50% off your first order of sundaes. Just go to sundaesfordogs.com/trout or use code TROUT at checkout. The link is below in the video description. So thank you to Sundaes for continuing to support this channel and for sponsoring this video. And now back to the story. And later that night, I started my second oil painting with limited colors and color mixing knowledge, and I hoped to make something that could capture the ambiance of being in the cabin at Blue Hour. It seems like it'd be easier just using all one tone, but you need like 1,000 tones of this pinkish color.
Yeah.
Because like now the green wood stove is no longer green. It's like, you know, that's where it gets interesting. To capture that ambiance, that's really the magic. And I did layer after layer while the rain pattered on the roof. Hey, Hoodie. Mr. Dee and Todd. You got more? Situation. The pizza stone ain't big enough for the two of us. Oh, it's muffin time. I guess I could go for another couple minutes. It said 25 to 28. Hoida thinks that maybe
Here we go.
Imagine too getting a blueberry crop.
torch to you.
I just hope you're having fun, Whitey, because it was so much fun to have you here. Just like the old days. And after breakfast, Allie headed back home, and it was just Hudson and I for the next 24 hours.
Cassette 4, side A.
Clair de Lune, Moonlight, by the French composer Claude Debussy. We'll be hearing more of that music later on, but first, a conversation in a shop. A conversation between Françoise and Michel, the two young people we met at the swimming pool.
Françoise,
Oui, Michel.
quand est-ce que vous voulez manger, Françoise? Maintenant?
Non, Michel. Pas maintenant. Plus tard, s'il vous plaît. Mais je voudrais boire quelque chose maintenant.
Où?
Je ne sais pas.
Chez moi?
Oui, très bien.
Now listen and repeat. Écoutez et répétez.
Françoise,
Oui, Michel.
quand est-ce que vous voulez manger, Françoise? Maintenant?
Non, Michel. Pas maintenant. Plus tard, s'il vous plaît. Mais je voudrais boire quelque chose maintenant.
Où?
Je ne sais pas.
Chez moi?
Oui, très bien.
Do you remember how to say at my place?
And then it was time for a good old adventure down by the river.
I don't know if you can make it, Heidi.
This is a heck of a swimming hole. Alright, this is weird. I've been noticing this. A lot of rocks are just sinking through. Now, I remember springs and wet seasons and stuff in the past, but I've never seen anything quite like this. Wow. This river is nuts. The more time I spend on this river, the more I realized I would be crazy to sell that cabin. So many cool spots. What was this? There's a little foundation right here. The way the bank's carved out. So fun, Nutty. This is so fun. See that up there? Up there? That looks like an overlook. I gotta figure out a way to get up there. I don't know how I can cross this stream.
That ain't so bad. He knows what he's doing. I guess I'll leave these off for now. This is a deer trail, I bet. Man, the earth is cold, but it feels good. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. That's a good guy. Good job. I am so excited for summer. Oh man, feels so good to be barefoot. Oh, here's a, whoa, this is a trail. This is a nice trail. This is a road. This is cool. What do we got down here? A sugar shack? Man. Oh, I just found an even better one. Very cool. Now, check out this one over here though. This is so cool. Oh wow, it's rotting. Supposed to climb through like this? No way. Wow. How cool. Are you kidding me? Oh. No way, dude.
And eventually, I realized we were at the edge of an old camp where I first took photos in some old A-frame cabins that did well on Instagram back in 2016.
Pretty sure it was this one.
I stayed a while and reminisced on the old simple days before moving onward.
They fell perfectly like that? No way. That's kind of funny.
And we got back before dark to cozy up, make dinner, and keep creating. And I decided to add some new shelves and finally clean up the kitchen counter.
That works. That's cool. You already had a huge meal. You want more? Maybe there'll be some chicken for you, alright? We had so much fun today, Hudson and I. Honestly, this was one of the best days I've had in a long time. Wandering down the cabin road and exploring, seeing the stream from different angles, and I grew up not far from here. The cabin itself, it's just so much more than just the structure. It's the whole area. These are my hills. This is my soul. Walking barefoot in the March mud. I just felt so connected to the land today. I knew it. It still needs to cook. Unbelievable. It's been in there for 40 minutes. There's a lot of history along here. There used to be mills. Like back in the day, probably late 1800s, early 1900s, this road was a highway, and now all there are is remnants. And I just drove up the road on an electric bike, and it's just wild how fast things have changed. Being here, seeing the old foundations and the stone walls, it reminds you of the past. Thinking about the past reminds you to slow down, because back in the day, they didn't have the rat race. They didn't have the screens, they didn't have the credit cards, they didn't have all the stuff that keeps our society. It was a different time. Something's outside, I can hear it. Keep hearing cracks. These kind of days can creep up on you, but when they come, you gotta savor them. This is home, and it always will be. And on our last morning, I had the painting close to finish. And outside, the first signs of spring were popping up. It rained hard all the previous night, and the river was higher than it's been in a while. And I ended my soulful trip with a dip in the ice-cold March runoff, and was grateful to have my own piece of the earth down by the river.